A headline from InfoWars starting at May 22nd, 2020. IKEA to employ social distance wardens to patrol shoppers. Michigan AG whines, I will not twiddle my thumbs as Trump risks health and safety of residents. What these sons of bitches want is our freedom. Bolsonaro vows to arm Brazilians to prevent dictatorship. Americans are rushing to book vacations in reopened states. COVID pass. UK introduces digital health passport to monitor travel and health of population. Over-leveraged zombie companies threaten economic recovery. Trump announces executive order to battle big tech suppression of Americans. U.S. stops Iranian fuel shipments to Venezuela. Why does Bill Gates want to block out the sun? BLM rioter sets himself on fire while trying to light historic building ablaze. A headline for every day of June 2020. Citizen warns Austin riots will lead to communism in America. We are in a civil war whether we realize it or not. Astronomers discover ultraviolet emissions centered on the Big Dipper. Riot death toll now higher than total deaths of unarmed black people for whole of 2019. 1,200 public health experts sign letter advocating mass gatherings because white supremacy is a bigger threat than COVID-19. Hypocrisy. Governor Whitmer keeps businesses in lockdown, but joins leftists to protest in the streets. Resign. Minneapolis mayor exiled by BLM protesters after saying he wouldn't defund police. The Rockefeller UN global takeover is upon us. Ron Paul says coronavirus shows why we need separation of medicine and state. Antifa seeks armed volunteers to hold seized ground in Seattle. Magic the Gathering card-playing game bans racist cards. Who is God of the Chi-Coms? Whites go to the back. Seattle Black Lives Matter forces all whites to back of protest march. MSNBC doctor who marched in Seattle protest suddenly thinks all political rallies must be banned. Stressed out parents less likely to enforce kids' screen time. Trump should leave the CHAZ alone and let it destroy itself. Indian PM orders to stock up war reserves and deployment of assets after violent face-off with China. Scientist who predicted 10 years ago that 2020 would be mayhem says civil war could be next. Will Gates-funded COVID vaccine human trials be business as usual? BLM co-founder admits, our goal is to get Trump out. G. Edward Griffin warns about the communist takeover. We are in the end stages. Lenin statue erected in Germany as founding father statues toppled in the West. Texas Governor Abbott capitulates to California and pushes masks of the beast to buy and sell. DOJ releases struck notes implicating Obama and Biden directly ordered sham Flynn probe. Why central banks are a threat to our savings. Corporate peer pressure for Facebook to increase censorship. Journalist scorches California officials for excessive lockdowns in epic speech. WAPO corrects Trump on most dangerous cities, says not all, but 17 out of 20 run by Democrats. The new normal in NYC, 11 people shot in under 12 hours. Huge COVID case counting deception at the CDC. A headline for every day of July 2020. Hong Kong. Boris Johnson promises BNO passport holders a route to citizenship. Victim's attorney says Ghislaine Maxwell could reveal bigger names involved in Epstein pedo network as part of plea deal. University of Tennessee to require all students get flu vaccine and COVID-19 vaccine when it's ready. Texas governor blasted for celebrating freedom while imposing mask orders and shutdown. President Trump delivers White House Salute to America address. Deep State determined to start civil war to distract from Ghislaine Maxwell revelations. Worldwide population being tortured in Deep State psyop. Kellyanne Conway attacks Biden's record of creepy statements and actions. Orwell canceled? Journalist says vile author aided Nazis. Don Lemon bashes Jesus. Admittedly, he was not perfect when he was here. President Trump commutes Roger Stone's sentence. Roger Stone responds to Trump clemency and Wayfair scandal assessed. CDC admits COVID-19 a hoax, announces permanent lockdown. BLM supporters celebrate death of mother shot dead for saying all lives matter. Study finds Democrat-backed reparations proposal has 62 quadrillion price tag. UK could be flooded with hundreds of ISIS terrorists after Shamima Begum ruling. Astronomers watch a black hole's corona disappear, then reappear. UN pushes permanent COVID-19 lockdown. Republicans say it's time for people to go to jail over Russian collusion hoax. Broward County emergency under mandates people wear facial coverings inside their own homes. Hijackers make off with COVID-19 samples in South Africa, raising biohazard concerns. NBA reveals court emblazoned with Black Lives Matter logo. Qatar and the CCP, the real election meddlers. Internet mocks Fauci for watching MLB game without mask after terrible first pitch. Black militia member accidentally shoots comrades during BLM protest. Mask Nazi. Woman maces couple for not wearing masks while eating. Injured female Muslim police officer has a message for anti-cop rioters. The myth of the failure of capitalism. Dr. Birx tells Americans to accept the new normal. Stunning space butterfly captured by telescope. Farage exposes UK government housing migrants in spa hotel. A headline for every day of August 2020. Maria Bartiromo grills Valeria Jarrett over Obama and Biden's role in spying on Trump campaign. The left eat their own. Antifa BLM civil war in the streets of downtown Austin. WTF? Pharmacies refuse to fill HCQ prescriptions. Seattle to replace police with gender-affirming, anti-racist Department of Community Safety. Pompeo offers $10 million reward for information on foreign election interference. Echo chamber. Mainstream journos talk within small bubbles on Twitter, study finds. Air Force runs radar penetration drills with stealth aircraft fleet. Trump warns of new deep state coup attempt. Facts are swirling, not rumors. Trump is taking action against the deep state. The showdown is here. Apple Music, Cardi B promotes pussy poppin' bitches. Hilarious. Sketch mocks PC culture and comedy industry. Numerous red flags uncovered over stockpiles of chemicals that blew up in Beirut. Despite COVID-19 crisis and falling oil prices, Russia's gold and foreign exchange reserves reach all-time high. Hubble finds that Betelgeuse's mysterious dimming is due to a traumatic outburst. Fauci swipes at Tucker, triggers some of the crazies in society. Trump goes off on Fox News, says it's worse than fake news CNN on weekend afternoons. Sheriff praises Second Amendment, armed homeowner who defended families from burglars. CCP Insider. Many in Communist Party turning against President Xi over COVID response. President Trump accuses Obama of treason at rally in Arizona as Republicans have big primary night. President Trump campaigns in Pennsylvania as Joe Biden continues to be hidden. When reparations for slavery become just another welfare program. Arrest made in viral hate crime against 7-year-old with a MAGA hat. President Trump announces coronavirus breakthrough at White House. New Jersey gym closed over COVID reopens as campaign rally location. Massive crowd shouts pedophile at Buckingham Palace gates, MSM silent. Seattle rioters tried to barricade police in building and burn them alive. President Trump addresses America on final night of RNC. Firefighters ambushed in Brussels no-go zone may have been lured there. Forced COVID-19 testing at highway checkpoints announced by Dems. Antifa murders Christian patriot during Portland riot. Trump addresses Democrat terrorism at press conference while Biden fumbles after leaving basement. A headline for every day of September 2020. The true cost of zombie companies and easy money. Democrats' Red Mirage plot to steal election exposed. Attorney General says mail-in voting is playing with fire. CPS using COVID hysteria to kidnap and drug children. City-funded Antifa war camps uncovered in Portland. 10 people are arrested after hundreds of anti-immigration protesters clashed with police in Dover. Support for Trump setting records, while support for Joe Biden nowhere to be found. American Airlines slammed for advocating employees wear BLM pins. Trump campaign in critical swing states while Biden gaslights voters. Alex Jones predicted bioweapon release years ago. Election Countdown 2020, Trump campaign rally in Michigan, plus liberal cities burn amidst spiritual warfare. Arson, censorship, and pedophilia, the globalist weapons used to level America. President Trump holds campaign rally outside Reno 51 days from election. Trump calls for death penalty for cop attackers. Fake news destroyed by massive crowds at Trump rallies. Transsexual Satanist anarchist wins primary for sheriff in New Hampshire. Dems defend sexual predators and violent rioters as election looms, plus Trump COVID press conference. Polls say support for BLM falls further. Americans see protests as riots, believe there is a war on police. Alex Jones responds to Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death could trigger a civil war. DARPA-funded implantable biochip to detect COVID-19 could hit markets by 2021. COVID whistleblowers are making money from tattling on those who break rules. Trump on the warpath to save America. No-show Sleepy Joe takes day off campaign trail as Trump campaigns in Pennsylvania. InfoWars reporter attacked by BLM Antifa mob in downtown Austin. Pray for Ron Paul. Libertarian icon appears to suffer medical episode during live interview. Joe Biden says Trump disrespects troops, but he calls them stupid bastards. CNN is fake news. CNN mercilessly heckled during Amy Coney Barrett nomination coverage. Leftists express satisfaction after former Trump campaign manager reportedly threatened suicide. Amidst massive voter fraud, the stage is set for Trump versus Biden 2020. Hot Mike, Democrat rep, admits to Governor Tom Wolf masks political theater worn for on-camera appearance. A headline for every day of October 2020. Former Twitter CEO calls for political enemies to be lined up against the wall and shot. Trump and First Lady test positive for COVID-19. Trump rushed to hospital after testing positive for coronavirus. Google Trends show more people searching how to vote Republican than how to vote Democrat since last year. The Trump about Trump getting corona. Cringe. Dead Parkland student brought back to life in deepfake anti-gun ad. MSM responds to Trump's positive COVID outlook. Everyone should be afraid. Thousands of shredded Pennsylvania mail-in ballot applications for Trump discovered in trailer. Biden campaign says it will take questions from voters rather than debate Trump. Company offering portable pod for travelers concerned about catching COVID. Nearly 50,000 voters received wrong ballots in Ohio. Candace Owens snaps at Dems accusing her of paying Brexit rally attendees to risk lives. Global awakening to adrenochrome drug terrifies satanic elite. German officials clash in parliament over Berlin-based NGOs busted for migrant smuggling. Facebook censors story about Biden foreign lobbying scandal. No shame. Twitter censors New York Post Biden follow-up. Reports say Hunter Biden's hard drive revealed underage obsessions and FBI-assigned child porn investigator. Amazon yanks COVID-19 skeptics book for ominously vague content violations. Full story behind Hunter's laptop. Debate Commission drops foreign policy questions amid Hunter Biden expose. Instagram refuses to remove black art image showing severed heads of white people. Pope endorses same-sex civil unions. I'm not answering your questions. Pelosi refuses questions on Hunter Biden. Addiction. Diary entries show Ashley Biden's alleged battle with cocaine and hard drugs, says whistleblower. New TikTok trend. Threatening to kneecap people who don't support BLM. If the polls are exactly as flawed as they were in 2016, this election will come right down to the wire. Rose McGowan slams Hillary Clinton on her birthday. You campaign for rapists and line your pockets with pedophiles. Marianne Williamson justifies Philly looting by claiming Bible says nothing about stealing being bad. Silicon Valley lords over D.C. again. Michigan officially starts COVID track and tracing. Next will be mandatory apps on your phones. A headline for every day of November 2020. South Korea reports 83 flu shot deaths amid safety concerns with government vaccinations program. AP justifies beheadings, saying French incite anger due to their brutal colonial past and insensitivity towards Muslims. Epic final push to victory. Inspiring promo shows breathtaking support for President Trump. Trump supporter booted from Twitter after election, stop the steal tweet. Man sets fire to 80 Trump ballots, saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. Trump supporters question why Biden has so many more votes than Democratic senators in swing states. Trump campaign says the election is not over. Nevada whistleblower says he witnessed processing of illegitimate votes. Joe Biden's COVID-19 martial law plan revealed. It defies logic. Scientists find telltale signs of election fraud after analyzing mail-in ballot data. Pompeo touts smooth transition to second Trump administration. Proposed anti-mob legislation could empower Floridians to shoot looters. Hedge fund genius from The Big Short suggests Trump votes transferred to Biden. Las Vegas columnist ran a test and county officials accept signatures on 8 different ballots. Shameful. Ivanka Trump blasts media for total silence on violence against conservatives. Biden taps reparations advocate for Treasury Department transition team. Mitch McConnell slams premature military exit from Afghanistan. Republicans in Wayne County caved in and certified results after being called racist by pro-Antifa poll watcher. Giant Nazi symbol discovered in the heart of Atlanta. John Kerry says giant reset is needed to stop rise of populism. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp says he will certify election results. Trump lawyers say Pennsylvania lawsuit dismissal moves us closer to Supreme Court. Whistleblowers say Biden implicated in Dominion voting scam connected to Serbia. Elon Musk overtakes Bill Gates as second richest man in the world. Democrats declare martial law. Lockdown 2 to be permanent civilization-ending event. Biden delivers holiday message, limit family gatherings and get people away from each other. Trump says big tech communities must be terminated for national security reasons. Los Angeles County officials announce 3-week stay-at-home order. CCP imposes tough new social credit score rules. America's collision course with communism. A headline for every day of December 2020. Hospital executive says second wave is a hoax. 90% of COVID beds are empty. Kayleigh McEnany slams Dems' draconian COVID restrictions. AOC ripped for selling $58 tax the rich sweatshirt. Biden to launch Mask Up for 100 Days campaign. LA bar owner slams Mayor Garcetti for approving movie company's outdoor dining area after shutting her outdoor dining area down. Congress Paul Gosar sounds alarm. Are we witnessing a coup d'etat? FDA says 2 participants in Pfizer COVID vaccine trial have died. Make them pay. Dem Michigan rep threatens Trump supporters after bombshell election fraud hearing. Democrats outraged at states challenging election results in Supreme Court. Texas crushes Pennsylvania in juicy legal response, paving way for Supreme Court decision. Supreme Court tosses Texas challenge of 2020 election. Olympia police declare a riot as 1 person is shot in clashes between Proud Boys and Antifa in Washington state. Feds issue emergency cybersecurity warnings on company linked to Dominion. Biden's phlegmatic, divisive speech burns bridges to Trump's America. Rand Paul during Senate hearing says the fraud happened. The election in many ways was stolen. DNI Ratcliffe delays foreign election interference report amid SolarWinds hacking incident, paving way for use of Trump's 2018 executive order. Advisor to Scottish government says people should wear masks at Christmas dinner. Report says Mark Zuckerberg's $419 million nonprofit contributions improperly influenced 2020 presidential election. If face masks really stop COVID, then why are so many of us still catching it? How the left killed Christmas. Rasmussen poll says fewer Americans say they are very likely to get coronavirus vaccine. Americans sing Star-Spangled Banner as mall cops assault and arrest anti-lockdown protesters. Andrew Yang files paperwork to run for mayor of New York City. Yourself. University offers absurd pronoun options for women's classes. Chinese media says Beijing demanded Biden rejoin Iran nuclear deal during back-channel talks. SolarWinds parent company owned data center affected by Nashville Christmas Day bomb until 2015. Wuhan whistleblower imprisoned 4 years after reporting on coronavirus outbreak. Wonder Woman 1984 mind control propaganda revealed. Revealed. UFO disclosure schedule hidden in COVID bill. Vaccine passport soon mandatory for travel, shopping, even movies, CNN says.